I'm Ryan Girardot, CEO and co-founder of EPLAY. I'm here with Max Weisberg, the analytics director for the Dallas Mavericks. Is that the correct title?
No, actually I'm Donnie Nelson's assistant, right-hand guy.
Donnie Nelson's assistant.
Yeah.
But secretly doing some analytics.
Oh yes, a lot of analytics for sure. Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So, if you could talk a little bit about some of the challenges that are associated with trying to digest some of these analytics. You got a ton of them on these players. What are the challenges associated?
I think the biggest thing is adjusting for all the noise that's involved in the game of basketball. A lot of times, we look at stats and, there's just so many other factors that affect, the shots that you get, the shots that you take, whether you make a shot, whether your teammate makes a shot. I mean, if you think about an assist, right? You're passing your teammate the ball, but you only get an assist if he makes it. And you can set up your teammates for great shots, but if you don't play with great shooters, you won't get assists. Right. And so we're just, we're always trying to refine it. We're always trying to come up with the stuff that is the most accurate, and that's going to get us, to the bottom of whatever we're trying to look at and project.
Right.
And then the other thing is projecting for, level of play, who you're playing against, who you're playing with, and that's a lot of the stuff that we do.
It probably brings us to where we're at today at the Texas Legends G League tryouts here.
Yep.
We've got, we had almost 200 players roll through yesterday. A lot of these guys, they're going to get cut. I mean, maybe one of them actually ends up making the team.
Yeah, maybe.
And for these guys, how do they keep going, and how do they make their careers continue to count? That's what we're trying to do here at EPLAY is make every game count.
Right.
By making every game count, does that bring real value to what we're trying to do?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. It's one thing to watch a highlight tape of a guy and see him throw down a bunch of dunks and this and that, and a lot of guys can dunk. I can't, but a lot of these guys can. Most of them can. Yeah, right. I've dunked on a 5-foot hoop before, but a lot of these guys can do stuff that looks really good in a highlight film, but at the end of the day, it's about your overall game, right? I mean, it's about how you fit into the team. Are you making the right plays, making the right passes, and usually the stats will bear that if they are. And I think what you guys are doing, which is amazing, which is making sure these guys are tracked and their numbers are getting put in the books and all this stuff. I mean, that's really giving us the full picture instead of just looking at a YouTube video that's 30 seconds long of the guy making a three, dunking the ball, and then making a good pass, right? So that's that's kind of how we look at this level of play here. Absolutely.
And for us, for the record, we work on the youth side, we work on the adult side, and for us, players at every single level, we believe there is value in the ESCORE and in EPLAY for each and every person, because even the most recreational player on earth probably doesn't want to go play against LeBron James.
Right.
Perhaps you, perhaps me. We don't.
Right.
A game that we pay for playing against LeBron James is probably we're not going to feel like we got our money's worth.
Right.
So the ESCORE definitely helps to make sure that we're playing who we expect to be playing. But additionally, obviously, there are huge ramifications on the scouting side of it too, on the hiring. So Max, Cuban and a lot of people associated in the organization that you're working in right now are considered to be outside the box thinkers. We believe EPLAY is sort of an outside the box concept. Right now, are you seeing anything like it? Are you seeing it in pieces? We're kind of familiar with some pieces of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We're always looking at. I mean, like you said, Mark is always looking at everything. In terms of the pure analytics, I haven't really seen anything like this, and I think this is really, really good. I think it's a great avenue for these guys to get their names out there. It's such a, you guys are doing a really good service to these guys for sure, and to us. I mean, because like I said, it's hard for us to get a gauge on how these guys are playing without the full picture of the numbers and not just one game film. I mean, we're getting numbers from a couple days here, and so I haven't seen anything like what you guys are doing. Everyone loves the flashy, the dunk or the great behind the back pass and this and that. But, a lot of people don't look at the guy who sets a really good screen, or the guy who, is moving without the ball really well. And for us, in terms of the power of analytics, we take all these things into account, right? And we don't just look at how many points the guy scores, or how many rebounds he pulls down, or how many assists he gets, because all this stuff is affected by other things that go on in the game. The thing that we really look for is when you're on the court, is your team winning, right? And then we look at how much your team is winning by, or how much your team is losing by, and looking at all these types of numbers, really gives us a good picture of, is this guy going to fit well into our league? Is he good enough to play in the D League, the G League now? And what you guys have, as you were telling me before about the ESCORE, that seems like a really good thing. That's going to give us a full picture of, how these guys are, doing overall. Not just, this guy's the leading scorer, or this guy's the leading rebounder, because, it's all about context, and we want to see the full picture. And, ultimately analytics, you're just trying to find the guys that are going to help you win games, right? The best. And, so that's kind of the power of analytics from my perspective, and from our perspective as the Mavericks organization.
Absolutely. Well, we just want to say thank you so much for having us out this weekend.
No problem. No, thank you.
We're very excited to be a part of what you guys are doing, and look forward to implementing, into your daily operations in any way possible. We're very excited about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.